Okay, looks like we are up and running here. Fantastic. Hey guys, Griffin here, and welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to be playing more Pokemon Africa versus for the glory of Rome. Once again, we're playing this because one of the members of my chat spent some channel points on Twitch to play this. And I'm happy to continue this because based on where we're left off, it seems like there's a lot more that's going to come out of this, and I would like to see where things continue. I am going to point out just a couple things just before we kind of get real deep into this. I've actually changed up my settings just a little bit. So part of it specifically concerns Twitch. So now both Twitch and YouTube are running dual outputs. So there is technically a horizontal and a vertical output running on Twitch at the same time, just as it is the case for YouTube. I'm not sure what all the logistics of that are, but there is both a horizontal and a vertical stream for Twitch. The vertical stream is available if you watch it on your phone. Now that said, because I do want to kind of encourage participation in the horizontal stream at least for the time being, I'm gonna try to only keep stream avatars usable and visible on the horizontal stream, because that's kind of what it's more meant for. It doesn't really quite work as well on the vertical stream as I would like. But if that backfires, then I can easily turn it back on. No biggie. But at least for today, the stream avatars are only possible to participate in if you are on the horizontal stream, or at the very least, the horizontal stream for YouTube. I'm not sure about Twitch, but that's just how it is. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into things and continue on where we left off last time. Just need to get the game up and running here, so bear with me just a moment. Activate game. All right, there we go. There we go. We now continue on with Pokemon Africanvs Definitive Edition. All right. Ryan has subscribed on Twitch Prime for a month. Thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate that. All right. Good way to start things off here. Okay, so we are. Yep, here we are. Okay, I am gonna say, like, I'm not gonna complain about it too much. I do find it slightly distracting that every one of my party members, except for Cherubi, is bouncing. And it's like, I know you could easily attribute to that. It's like, oh, it's a fake mon. You know, it's a regional form or variant. Like, okay, but why is Cricketune bounce then? Again, not that big of a deal. That's just one of those things where it's like, it was impossible to not notice. Anyway, we are in Rome. We are moving a lot slower than last time. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Yeah, all the things I say. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm actually maybe justified in using this thing here. Okay, let's go. Publius is inside waiting for you. Salvete, senatores. I am sorry to report the massacre of Kene LXX percentage? That's a percent symbol. What does that mean in Roman? Of the troops that have perished. Intolerable. This is a real disgrace for Rome. Order in the room. I told you that direct confrontation was bad practice. According to my reports, Aemilius Paulus has fallen, hasn't he? Yes, that's right. Well, I regret to tell you, young Scipio, that your father and uncle have also fallen on the Hispanic front. This is indeed a fateful day. What? How? What happened? Why? A report will be given to you. For now, I give you my heartfelt condolences. Then I must go to Hispania and avenge my family. You don't have the authority nor the age to decide that. Besides, we have the problems in Italy now. Hispania can wait. You are well aware that we are living in an extraordinary situation. We will have to take extraordinary measures to survive. You know how to use your cards, Scipio. You know how to use your cards well. Go to Hispania, then. You can take the ship that's already in port. All right. Talk to Publius if you want to set sail on the Trireme. Let's see. We must leave as soon as possible before Fabius takes back what he has said. As long as Fabius rules over the city, we are in grave danger. And Amelia? He's on the boat. I told him about his father, and she doesn't want to talk anymore. I understand her. I'm like that inside, too. Yes, I understand. I'm so sorry, Publius. They were great men. Thank you, Lelius. But now it's time to go to Hispania. So, Griffin, what do you say? Shall we set sail now? Well, let's go. This is a very well put together ship sprite. Oh, and it actually got like proper motion. Like everything's moving properly with the ship. That's pretty nice. Well, friends, we'll spend some time here until we get to Tarraco. Griffin, your cabin is the one on the right. Lelius will sleep in the left one, and I'll sleep in the middle one with Amelia. You're going to sleep together, huh? Yeah, Lelius, they're married. Accept it. Ha ha ha. Can you stop? And in fact, Amelia is very sad about her father's death. I should do something for her. Buy her some jewelry. Women are all the same. A pair of rubies, and they'll be mad with joy. That is his statement, not mine. I do not agree with that. Amelia is not like that. She values more of the detail of giving them to her than what you give her. Besides, wouldn't you also be happy with some sapphires? Well, with that, I could buy a much better Gladius than the current one. And yeah, Spanish painting and devs go the extra mile. Yeah, honestly, this is very impressive. Something about military stuff for a moment. Okay. But, well, I tell you that downstairs there are some chests with very juicy little things. Lelius, don't leave. Hey, I'm not the one who's engaged here. All the best, lovebirds. Oh, this man. What a pain in the ass with lovebirds. Where does that come from? What is a lovebird? Or a bird? Anyway, you don't know what a bird is? Oh, okay, you know what? I just answered my own question. Why would he know what a bird is? There are no birds. There are only flying types. You know, I'm going to talk to Amelia. That's really what she needs right now. Although, if you come down for those jewels, I'd appreciate it too. As I said, they cheer up anyone. Thank you very much. Go down to the cellar and find some luxury. I think there are 3 items in jewelry, but 1 would be enough. If you want to pick up more, I'd appreciate it. I'm leaving with my lovebird. For the God's sake, Aurelius has already hit me. Okay. What do you guys have to say? It's really easy to get dizzy here. It feels like the ground is shaking all the time. Okay. What'd you expect? A nurse on board? Well, no, but I can cure your Pokemon just as well, although not as lovingly. Do you want me to cure your Pokemon? Nah, I'm good for now. Okay, interesting. So we have Lola Rattata. We received a luxury item. That isn't a Lola Rattata. Yep, that is an Alolan Rattata. Now I need to use the power of the whoop. And of course I get a critical hit. And is it not some? I thought it was just normal as a pure Alolan Rattata, but I guess I was wrong. We received the luxury item again. Ah. Guys, it's the giant rat that makes all the rules. It looks like a dominant Raticate. Rat! Wait, are we gonna be finding all 3? Oh God! Oh God! It's a Raticate that acts as a trainer. That's interesting. Anyway, go ahead and delete these Rattatas now. There we go. And now for the Raticate itself. It's a shame that we can't actually catch it, but it is what it is. Okay, whoop has grown to level 21. Very nice. Mute sounds. Interesting. It looks like the Pokemon are gone. Alright, so now we received another luxury item. This is actually a part of my key items. Nope. It is simply implied that I have these things. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to confirm, because, like, again, last time everything was moving extremely fast, and now it's not, and I'm just trying to see if any of them will queue it up, but no matters. Amelia, you can't spend the whole trip crying. And what can I do? My father is dead, Rome is lost, and here I am on a ship bound for a land I don't know. Yeah, but you're with your husband. But you have us, me, Griffin, even Lelius, sometimes. But whatever happens, I'll be by your side to help you and walk beside you. Look at me, come on. Also, you guys have an awesome bed. Just saying, that is a proper, like, king-size bed. Thank you, Publius. I really appreciate it. Come, we also have a surprise for you. A surprise? Well, how's my couple of love... Don't say it! Ouch, ouch. Okay, okay. Well, what was the surprise? Right. But wait a second. Griffin, come here. I want to tell you something first. You gave the luxuries to Publius. Thanks for the help. I will reward you. Look, Amelia, I brought you these luxuries and jewels to distract you a little, which I know you like. Okay. Okay. Again, I know Spanish translation get weird sometimes. I brought these luxuries and jewels to distract you a little, which I know you like. Okay. Based on the exact wording here, it almost seems like it implies that she likes being distracted, which I don't think that's what they were going for. But also, it's like, there's got to be a better way than just say distract. How about these luxuries and jewels to cheer you up? Whatever. Thank you, honey. What specifically did you bring me? Well, a golden necklace, a toga, a ring with a ruby, and well, I know this won't bring your father back, but they're beautiful gifts, but they pale in comparison to your words, Publius. I like jewelry. Who doesn't? But I like you better. Lilius, I was telling you that love is above jewels. It seems that this time the lovebirds have won. Nah, you two are more like lured birds. Oh, snap. Got him. Actually, my father would want me to be strong, like my mother, and to keep fighting for what I want. That's the path I'm going to follow, and I'll follow it with you, Publius. We have arrived to Tarraco, but there's a problem. The dock is smaller than I thought, so you have to use the boat to get there. No problem. Let's go. Well, it was a short trip and all. I love the sea. To feel the sea breeze on my face, the refreshing smell, I love it. Griffin seems to have had a pretty good time too, especially knowing what's coming. Because here in Tarraco, there is a Pokemon gym and it is up to one of us to occupy it. And the leader? Where is he? Amelia, you know it. In Occidentis, there are no static leaders, but it has to be the most important patrician of the city. If I'm not mistaken, we are the only ones right now. And why don't you or Griffin go? Lilius and Griffin are plebeians and cannot agree. Even though I detest that rule, they cannot be leaders. And you? Amelia, what did we talk about on the boat? You're going to be strong and fight. I can't think of a better way than being a gym leader. Plus, you love the sea. Well, it's true that I love the water-type Pokemon. Okay, I'll do it to honor my father. Publius, thank you so much for helping me with this. And now, come try to defeat me. Well, it looks like we already have something to do, don't we? I'll go and train. I'm not interested in that gym stuff. Honor is earned on the battlefield. Yes. Griffin, you should go to the gym too. I'm sure we get more out of it than good old Lilius. Haha, damn Publius. By the way, thank you for bringing so many gifts to Amelia. Take this in appreciation. Got a full restore. Okay, to the gym. So now I just need to head over to the gym itself. What do you just say, guy? You want to go to Rome? Nope. Rome sucks. I'm just kidding. Rome is a very nice city. Like honestly, I've been to the actual Rome in the past. I've been there multiple times, and I remember the last time I went there, I actually spent like 5 days just hanging out in Rome, doing whatever. And it was a great time. Like there's a lot to do in Rome. I hate wild Pokemon. Every time I ride in the bunk bed, one crosses over our path. At least until I got this. If you hate them as much as I do, it'll do you good. Okay, we got a Smoke Ball. I believe that lowers wild encounter rates. What do you got? I have a mission for you, but you are still too low rank to overcome it. Well, running out of Spanish, I like does not exist. You say I find this pleasing. I mean, British should have been translated as I like. Nah, I agree. I mean, so what we have essentially is like, we have me gusta or a mí me gusta, which is essentially I like. But depending on the exact region they're from, they may use a different terminology. I like the sprites for the potions. That's a cute little detail. Not that the Pokeballs are any less interesting. Okay, I'm gonna buy 5 more Great Balls. Because phrases are the same in English, even if the exact words are different. Sure. Okay. Let's see. How do you do? I'm the manager of the Pokeball shop. The business is a marvel because of the monopoly. They say that in other regions, trainers make their own balls. What a horror. Listen, man, they can construct however many balls they want. Those damn Italians think so highly of themselves. They despise us Hispanics when we're so much better. Someday a Hispanic will rule over all Romans. At the entrance, they built a monument to Figueiras, but it is seen that the sculpture made the statues extremely similar to Publius and Nascio Scipio. Those who come in the future will have to eat their heads off to find out who it is. eat their heads off? What the heck? Guys. Oh. There we go. I assume right there is the gym. Yep. Okay, just because we are pretty good spot here. Let's have Xylo do this. Hello, this gym is a water type gym, so you could use some plant or electric Pokemon. You'll need to activate the spring mechanism well to cross over. Best of luck. Alright, got a potion. Very nice. It makes sense that they, because I'm pretty sure in Spanish when they refer to grass type Pokemon they say tipo planta. I assume that's the reason. Looks like a lever. Do you want to activate it? Yes. They really translate it literally. Hey, listen, it is what it is, my guy. If you want to get to Amelia, you have to go through me. Flipping Google Translate. Listen, it's totally fine. Okay, Magical Leaf. Okay. Let's go ahead and send Feebas up next. And then Magical Leaf again. To be fair, it's tens of thousands of lines to translate. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna give him a hard time. It's just, you have to understand that, again, I am gonna know when it's a little weird. Again, I have a degree in Spanish. And although I don't do crap with it on a professional level, that does not mean I don't have a degree in Spanish. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so... Let's see. Oh, I see. I see. We circle around this way, and I imagine it's probably going to take us somewhere else. Yep, there we go. Hello, hello. You will not be able to continue along this pier. Okay, so this may be a little bit trickier just because it is a poison type. Well, partially a poison type. But so far, they only seem to be using toxic spikes, which is fine for setup, not great for execution. Okay, Psyduck is up next. Atmospheric weather no longer has any influence. That is a fantastic descriptor. Okay, oh. Xylo, come on. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, let's go ahead and activate it. So now we can advance this way. You notice a turn we got to fight here. Okay, so... Okay, Finison's in this game. So yeah, this does have Pokemon up through Gen 9. So that does speak well for the relative point in time this was made. Not that I had any doubts, frankly. Okay, Whoop wants to learn Reversal. You know, just because I have Bleach, I'm going to pass on Reversal for now. There'll be more reliable sources of damage. Sorry, something's got my nose today. Okay, let's see. Flip this. Did I not actually trigger it? Okay. Oh, there is more. There's another one right here. Now I can work our way down. So now I just need to figure out a path that'll work for this. I was trying to confirm all my options here. I'm pretty sure. Yep. That'll do. That will do. So yeah, so Ryan, because I know you have not seen the stream avatars pop up on the bottom before. If you want to change your stream avatar, you just need to you need to type exclamation mark and then the name of the Pokemon you want, and then it should change it to that. Or if you want to change it to a random Pokemon, you can type exclamation random and see what you get. Pretty sure that's the command for random. I would have had the star, but advanced right before I got it. Dang. So close. Anyway, salve. Well, you know me. Now I'll take my responsibility and fight for my father. Don't think that because I'm not a man, I won't make it easy for you. Listen, I'm not this other one. Also, that is a sprite for my person. Okay, Mantike could potentially be a problem. Mantike is a water flying type. So, something that occurred to me earlier this week, because again, Pokemon Go is always doing stuff, and I typically do use it at least during the afternoons while I'm taking my afternoon walks. And recently, they've given us the ability to get Cramorant. And one thing that kind of caught me off guard somewhat was Cramorant's typing. Because I forgot that, like, unlike a lot of cases, Cramorant is not a water flying type. It is actually a flying water type. And that's very unique for a for the flying type to essentially be the primary type, because usually it is usually it's the other way around. Also, if you're wondering about the why it says PS when it's referring to HP, I believe that certain abbreviated terminologies for battle straight up did not translate, and they just kept the abbreviations there. Okay, interesting. So, Gotharite. Interesting. You're going to be blown away by my latest Pokemon. Okay, so you lower speed. That's fine. We're just going to continue on with the Sparkage. And there we go. We got more level ups on the team. You're strong. I can see it in your eyes. Well, I sure can't because you didn't appear at all. That's okay. Oh, right. I forgot that. God bless. The badge obtaining sound effect is so much louder than everything else. Yeah, the only other part flying Pokemon with flying as a primary type are Noibat, Noivern, Corviknight, Bombardier, and Flamigo. Yeah, they really, like, once it was, like, once Tornadus was introduced as a pure flying type, they realized, like, oh, we actually need to make flying Pokemon flying Pokemon. Anyway, in addition, with the Wavy badge, you've been promoted to the rank of Uptio. Look at you now. That chainmail looks great on you. I also have to give this to you. We got HM06. Hydro Pulse, not Water Pulse, Hydro Pulse, obviously. Causes damage, has a 20% chance of confusing the enemy. That's fine. Also, yeah, we, our appearance changed. We got a better looking outfit with some proper capage and a drip. Like, that is a cape. That's some proper Roman drip here. Let's go. Okay. Hey guys. How you doing? I am. My trainer card updated too. Let's see. Oh yeah, it has. Interesting. I still wish our trainer card did not use that bird. Like, I really, really wish it did not use that. I get, like, I respect historical accuracy, but there are certain things that we buried for a reason. You guys are blocking off the Pokemon Center. No, you're not. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on. Okay. Let us join my centurions. Soldiers! Before we set out into the Hispanic hinterland, let's get ready. I see some of them are very novice, and I need the best troops for this task. Yes, to be or not to be novice. That is the question. You will train in a field that I prepared nearby. You're going to have a hard time. This is not a vacation. Firm! Well done, soldiers. That's the display I want to see. Yes, Roman soldiers just screaming out the word, firm! I think Lilius sometimes goes too far, but it's efficient. You're coming with us too. Don't think that having II badges already exempts you from anything. Griffin. Okay. Griffin, Ehis is the training camp. You look a bit untrained, so you should have a few fights against the soldiers to practice. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Okay, I'm going to assume that the word this just didn't get fully translated because the word for this is estel. So yeah. Anyway, now you will face Hastetus. Okay, not good for this. Let's bring out E. You have Butterfly, but I have Burb. This is definitely one of those cases where this is going to pay off in the long run, but the immediate run, our options are relatively limited, but I think we'll manage. Okay, Zella wants to learn Venoshock. Okay, I will get rid... Well, no, I'll get rid of Acid for Venoshock. There's no reason to keep both Acid and Venoshock. Venoshock's just straight up better. For you, Hesestus must be nothing. But now you'll see with the Princeps. Okay, before you challenge me, you must take a test. Do you see that training dummy? Go there and talk to my partner. He will explain. Okay, interesting. We are going through some archery practice to see how good your aim is. To pass this test, you must say a score greater than XIX. That is 19, I believe. But if you get more, we will give you different rewards. The points you get will depend on where you hit the dummy with the arrow. Do you want to try it? Let's go. Hopefully with this not sped up, I'll have an easier time. This training serves to put your aim to the test. Press the C key to stop the cursor and launch an arrow. If you hit right on the white line, you will get a perfect shot in the center of the target. Deberás conseguir un mínimo de 19 puntos para superar la prueba. Okay, that's just straight up not translated. But basically it's saying you need to get at least 19 points to pass the test. Okay, that's V points. Flipping headshot. Oh, there we go. Has finalizado la prueba con 16 puntos, pero no la has superado. Debes conseguir al menos 19 puntos. They're saying I got 16 points, but I need to get 19. Inténtalo de nuevo. Do it again. V. X. V. Okay. Has finalizado la prueba con 20 puntos. La has repetido una vez. We can't give you the best reward, but take this. Okay. They're saying that because I had to repeat this specific process, they can't give me the best reward, but it is what it is. You've done very well. You can go on now. If you want to try again, though, I'll be here. That's right. I won't give you rewards again. Okay. That's fine. Any wild Pokemon here? Okay, there's Meditite. Okay, well, there was Meditite. I think it's because you only went one over the target. Well, regardless. $25, $30 would be better rewards. That makes sense. But I know for certain what it read. I have a degree! He is so confused that he hurt himself. Alright, let's see if we can't just grab it outright. There we go. Okay, Scraggy's been added. Scraggy, okay, once again, another part didn't get translated properly. Scraggy, Pokemon Muda Piel. He immediately headbutts anyone who looks at him in the eye. His skull is very hard. Okay, based on participation, as I've seen here on TikTok chat, so we're gonna go Brian G as our nickname. See if there's anything else. So we found a Scraggy. We found a Meditite. Anything else? Oh, good. Mianfu. Another Gen 5 fighting type that evolved really, really late. I remember we were talking about Mianfu the other day. Proper earnest. Mianfu, little late for fake out. What's up, Eaglet? Things are going well. I mean, in lore, my army lost to the African soldiers, but you know, we're bouncing back. We're making strides. We're catching Pokemon. Okay, once again, another portion that did not get translated. Mianfu, Pokemon Arte Marcial. It uses graceful successive movements. If you concentrate, you increase your efficiency and speed. You want to give Mianfu a nickname? Late. Because it evolves super, super late. Anyway, what's your deal? Phew, I see you're a good shot. Let's see how you do in combat. Yeah, it's fine. Everyone loses an army or two. Oh yeah, just a, just a typical Tuesday. Okay, absorb. There we go. What's up, Var? Everyone's coming in today. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Wants to learn takedown. Yeah, we can get rid of headbutt for takedown. And now Tank's up next. I actually don't have a proper way to deal with Tank. It's a fairy steel. Best option would be ground of fire. I guess piano would be the best option, all things considered. It is also worth acknowledging that the alignment of my opponent's Pokemon tend to be just a few degrees off. Kind of should be kind of more toward the bottom, but again, I'm being picky. I'm being very picky. But I think it is important to acknowledge points of growth where things can be improved. So both developers of this game and future developers can kind of see where they can grow on. Because this is pretty well made. And it is nice that they were able to get in all these sprites and, you know, have them fully animated and all that. Especially, again, for some of these Pokemon that are, you know, Gen 6 onward that don't have official 2D sprites. But fans came together and made them. You're just getting constructive criticism. Exactly. All right, well, that was rough, but that was the only effective way to deal with that. There we go. Defeating a Princeps is no small matter. But what a great fighter. I'm sure it took you a while, but now you have to deal with a Triari. Okay. Am I fully restored? Nope. Can I fix that? Yes. Now I can heal my team. All right, that's it. Before challenging me, you must do a little test. You must find around the camp different monkeys. Bring them and you can fight me. The heck are monkeys? Oh, those monkeys. The elemental monkeys. This Pokemon is back with the Treveris. Okay, so I guess we're fighting the elemental monkeys next. Man, something's really gotten me today. How do I get to that one? That way, I guess. So now we fight all three of the elemental monkeys. I am going to switch to Dilliwoop. Very well done. Now, let's fight. The elemental monkeys are... It's a weird case. So, when they were... Oh, we're not fighting the elemental monkeys. Never mind. So, the elemental monkeys are a weird case, because in Gen 5, they were introduced, and basically the purpose of them was to kind of teach people about type balances, just a general rock, paper, scissors matter. Because, again, with Gen 5, especially black and white specifically, they did not use any previous Pokemon, at least not until the post-game. You had to use entirely new Pokemon for that time. So they really wanted to be sure that people were able to approach type matchups in a seemingly approachable manner. And to that extent, the elemental monkeys do succeed in demonstrating that point. But at the same time, the elemental monkeys, for the most part, suck. They're not great. In fact, Pansear's evolved form, Simisear, is considered one of the most actively despised Pokemon in the franchise. And I don't understand why exactly. I don't personally hate it that much. But, it is what it is. I recognize that beating a Triviaris is somewhat complicated. Ooh, you have bravery. Beating a Triari is not something that everyone can do. I like this match. As a consequence, you can keep one. Which one? Oh, good. Now we get to keep the monkey. Well, I already got a grass type, and my starter is water, so I guess we're going with Pansear. We obtained a Pansear. Do you want to give Pansear a nickname? Hot Trash. Hot Trash is transferred to someone's PC. It was stored in box 1. Oh, good. Now we're fighting you, I suppose. Let's go ahead and... Oh. Oh, so our friend was healing me. Interesting. Should have named it Steak. Interesting. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, I actually have a story for you guys. I'm gonna get to the battle first, and I'll tell you a story because I was informed of a few tragedies this week. One big one, notwithstanding, but we'll get to them in a second. We've done very well. We're going to stay around here for another year training because the troops aren't that fast. I suggest you stay and from time to time go training. Also, I've left you an MT as a reward in the store on the right. Go, and when you're done, talk to me. You can also continue practicing with the bow if you want. Okay. I guess we're not going to be fighting him. Let's see. I'm the very best. No, I never was. Okay. Another musical reference. Okay, so story time. So, first of all, big loss today. Dolly Parton has sadly passed away. You know, absolute icon of both America and music. Just really promoted, just great people, but it's just, it's so sad. But that's not the story. So dang it. So a couple months ago, I went out to Los Angeles to see my sister. She was putting on this play with her friends, and it's basically a there we go, Brick Break, beautiful. She was putting on this play, and it was a really funny musical. It's basically Wicked, except it was based around Aladdin, and story centered around Jafar. And it was very funny, very crass. Literally, it's just the first number is literally just meant to be like a big F you to Jafar, which is really funny. It's really funny. But, we went there. We had a good time. Well, I found out this week that that theater that they had there, the theater that they did the thing, it burned down. Like, it is completely burned to the ground, and it really sucks. So there was a there's a steak restaurant next door to the theater, which I actually went to. It was pretty good, all things considered. But yeah, the restaurant caught on fire, and like the restaurant burned down, the theater next to it burned down, and several businesses next to the restaurant also burned down. I mean, it's a huge mess. To my knowledge, nobody got hurt. It's just a ton of property damage. But my sister's just heartbroken about it because she loved that theater a lot. You do all that work at the theater, you get emotionally attached to it. But yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. Are you done yet, or do you still want to do something? No, I'm finished, my guy. Well, we'll wait for the others to finish. This could take a long time. 1 year later. Well, soldiers, after this year of training and my Pokemon inexplicably not leveling up at all, we have achieved many improvements. I consider that we are now ready for combat. Okay. Besides, the Tribune of Lennis has already arrived in Tarraco, so we'll leave right away. Let's go there. Yeah, 1 year and no EXP. Absolute nonsense. How are you, dear Lilius, after 1 year? Well, very good. I got more nail support for the campaign. It'll be useful to us. I'm turning the volume down on my headphones. The music is a little loud for me. Excellent news. We are on our way to Saguntum then. I will rally the troops. The conquest of Hispania Ulterior begins today. And that was the end of chapter 1. Chapter 2, the conquest of Hispania. And where are we going? Hello? Guess we'll figure that out in a minute. What is this? Oh, so I'm guessing here we could see this is like official art for the game. Blocked by spoiler. Okay. Yeah, so these are like initial sketches of the stars. Okay, this is really cute. I know you mentioned, but is everything okay with your mom's recovery? Oh yeah, she's fine. So, let's see. So last Friday, she was in the hospital for 4 hours doing a stem cell injection because part of the process of getting kidney, because unknowingly kidneys, when you get a kidney from someone else, your brain typically rejects it. Like, it will function for a bit, but it'll typically reject the kidney after a while. So you usually have to take like a ton of anti-rejection medication, which has its pros and cons. Obviously, the anti-rejection medication makes the kidney work, but it can also like slowly kill the kidney, ironically. So what Stanford is doing is they have injected some of my aunt's stem cells, because she's the one that gave the kidney. And they've taken the stem cells and they put it into my mother. So hopefully with the stem cells in there, it's not going to outright negate the need for all the anti-rejection medication, but ideally it will reduce the amount of different medications she will need to take. And so she's going to be spending the next few weeks hopping back and forth between her house and Stanford, just to kind of periodically check in with them and see how her body's reacting. So far, it's reacting well, and she's actually already been taking off a couple of the medications. So she's fine in that respect. The only thing that like she's really struggling with right now is, oh my god, okay. He didn't recover in a year? Oh. Okay, are we live? Nope. Hate Streamlabs. Give me a minute. Streamlabs, give me a minute. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So evidently, Twitch has broken on me. So I am going to we're gonna stop the stream temporarily and we will be back in a few minutes. So give me just a minute here.